At the start of the movie, we see a young Diana taking part in an Amazon athletic competition in Themyscira. Her aunt Antiope and Queen Hippolyta are watching her as she rides her horse through the course. Diana initially does well, but falls off her horse and falls behind. She takes a shortcut and catches up with the horse to be among the first to ride back into the arena. However, before she can throw her spear for the winning shot, Antiope intervenes and tells her she cheated. Diana protests, but her aunt and mother lecture her on the importance of knowing when she is truly ready to win. In 1984, a group of thieves tries to rob a jewelry store in a mall, believing it to be a front for a black market operation. However, their plan goes awry when it seems their cover is blown, and they grab a young girl as a hostage. Wonder Woman arrives on the scene, saves the girl, and defeats the thieves using her gauntlet and lasso. She hands the thieves over to the police and disappears before anyone can figure out who she is. Diana lives a solitary life while continuing to act as Wonder Woman, and she cherishes keepsakes of her deceased friend, Steve Trevor. Additionally, Diana is employed at the Smithsonian Institute in Washington, D.C. as a senior anthropologist. It is there that she crosses paths with Dr. Barbara Minerva, a zoologist and gemologist who is new to the institution and frequently overlooked by her colleagues. Diana extends her kindness to Barbara, and they examine a large piece of rock known as the Dreamstone, which is reputed to fulfill wishes. During dinner, Diana and Barbara talk about love, and Diana shares her own wish that Steve would return. Later, while walking home, a drunk man harasses Barbara, and Diana comes to her rescue by knocking the man away. Barbara goes back to the office and holds the Dreamstone, wishing to become as beautiful, strong, and confident as Diana. The following day, Barbara notices that she has gained heightened physical abilities and is now receiving attention from her male colleagues. The Smithsonian Institute is paid a visit by Maxwell Lord, the CEO of a struggling oil company called Black Gold Cooperative. He takes a particular interest in the Dreamstone, which he sees in Barbara's office, and invites both Diana and Barbara to a museum gala. Meanwhile, Max returns to his company to find it deserted, except for his overworked secretary Raquel. He has to take care of his son Alistair before meeting with potential investor Simon Stagg, who criticizes Max as a con artist and doubts his abilities as a businessman. Max promises Alistair that he will prove his worth to everyone. Barbara prepares for the gala and impresses everyone with her stunning appearance. Diana also attends the event and attracts attention from men, but she ignores them all. However, one man catches her attention by uttering Steve's last words to her, "I can save today, but you can save the world." Diana is amazed and feels that the man is Steve's spirit inhabiting his body. She kisses him passionately, and they reunite after decades. Meanwhile, Max seduces Barbara and steals the Dreamstone from her office. He wishes to become the Dreamstone and absorbs its power, causing it to disintegrate. Diana spends the night with Steve, who is inhabiting another man's body. The following day, Diana takes him on a tour of Washington, showing him the modern world, including the Smithsonian. Meanwhile, Max tests his powers by going to Stagg's company and persuading him to wish for better business results. As a result, Max takes control of Stagg's assets and has him arrested by the FBI for tax evasion. Max returns to his office and helps Raquel by using his powers to fulfill her wish for more employees, expanding Black Gold's workforce. Diana and Steve discover from Barbara that Max has taken the Dreamstone, despite not understanding its potential danger. They break into Black Gold and find the bracelet left behind from the stone. The bracelet bears the language of the gods, which Diana recognizes as belonging to a malevolent god. They learn that Max is headed to Cairo and steals a jet from the Smithsonian to pursue him. While flying, they are almost caught by authorities, but Diana uses her powers to make the jet invisible, resulting in the creation of the invisible jet. As they fly, Steve, who hasn't flown in decades, watches the fireworks display in amazement. Barbara exits her workplace and continues to experiment with her enhanced strength and abilities. She encounters the same intoxicated man who had previously harassed her and tries to assault her again. Barbara applies the fighting techniques she learned from Diana and kicks the man with force, sending him flying into the street and knocking him out.
Hey, slow down, sexy.
Not have anything to do with
Max tricks Amir Sid Ben Abidas in Cairo by making him wish for his ancestral land to be returned and keeping out anyone inferior, giving Max control of his oil reserves and guards. As a result, a wall is erected, and Max loses public support. Diana and Steve spot Max and his team driving away and try to apprehend him, with Diana fighting off Max's henchman as Wonder Woman. Max tells Diana that he already has the stone, and in the chaos, Diana saves 2 children using the lasso of truth, but slips and falls on the road, allowing Max to escape.
Max Lord!
You're looking at it.
Diana, Barbara, and Steve visit a man posing as a shaman named Baba Jeed, who gives them a book with inscriptions similar to those on the stone. Diana is horrified to discover that the book is the work of Dolos, a god who granted wishes but always took something valuable in return. This is why Diana's wish to bring Steve back is weakening her. Steve suggests they either destroy Max or find a way to get everyone to renounce their wishes, but both Diana and Barbara are conflicted because renouncing their wishes would mean losing something valuable. Max is suffering from the physical consequences of using the stone to grant wishes, and his behavior becomes erratic when he has to take care of Alistair again. He continues to gain more power by granting wishes from other business leaders, but faces protests from citizens due to conflicts arising from his acquisition of oil reserves. Max then meets with the president and learns of a satellite that can transmit a signal globally, which he wishes to access and use to grant more wishes, causing catastrophic consequences throughout the city. Diana tells Steve about the difficulty of stopping Max and shares the story of Asteria, an Amazon warrior who sacrificed herself for her people. Diana shows Steve the armor of Asteria, which she possesses. As chaos erupts on the streets, Diana and Steve enter the White House and confront Max, who is meeting with the president. During the ensuing fight, Barbara defends Max and battles Diana, becoming a powerful opponent who weakens her. Diana warns Barbara that her wish is causing her to lose her humanity and kindness. Max and Barbara flee the scene while Diana heads back to the streets. Steve realizes sacrificing himself is the only way to stop the villains and convinces Diana to say goodbye and renounce her wish. She tearfully agrees and renounces her wish, regaining her powers and learning how to fly. Barbara, on the other hand, makes a final wish to become an apex predator. Max arrives at the location where he plans to transmit his signal. Diana arrives there as well wearing Asteria's Golden Eagle armor, and she fights against several enemies before reaching Max. Along the way, she encounters Barbara, who has now transformed into the cheetah. They engage in a fierce battle, which causes an electrical tower nearby to collapse, and they fall into a lake. Diana urges Cheetah to give up her wish, but she refuses. As a result, Diana pulls her underwater, and she gets electrocuted by a loose wire. Diana saves the weakened Cheetah and rushes toward Max. After Max's broadcast is transmitted worldwide, people's wishes come true and Max becomes even more powerful. However, this also leads to chaos as countries appear to be on the brink of war, and Alistair is caught up in it. Diana tries to reason with Max, but he refuses to renounce his wish. Using her lasso, she communicates with the world, convincing them to renounce their wishes. Max sees visions of his past and becomes overwhelmed when he thinks of Alistair. He renounces his wish, leading the rest of the world to do the same, reversing all the destruction caused. Cheetah reverts to Barbara, and Max reunites with Alistair, admitting his wrongdoings. Later on, around the Christmas holiday, Diana is alone and runs into the man who Steve had taken over as a vessel. They chat briefly and share pleasantries. Diana then observes the joyful atmosphere around her with children playing and people celebrating together, and she feels a sense of hope. She transforms into Wonder Woman once again and takes flight to continue her duty of protecting the people. In the middle of the credits, a small earthquake shakes the area, causing a pillar to fall. However, a mysterious woman catches it and prevents it from causing any damage. A mother approaches the woman to thank her for saving her daughter, but when the woman turns around, she reveals herself to be Artesia, the original Wonder Woman. Artesia tells the mother that she has been doing this for a long time, implying that she has been a hero for many years. Thank you for watching this movie recap. I hope you enjoyed it and gained a better understanding of the plot. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below with your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more movie recaps and other content. Your support helps us continue to create great videos like this one. Thank you again, and we'll see you at the next one.